Okay, thank you very much for clicking on. Welcome. Today we're going to have a bit of a haul video. We're going to take a look at some of the things I bought from car boot sales, charity shops, things like that. I've had a good mix of antiques and collectibles. Now, maybe you're looking for a bit of inspiration if you sell on eBay or Etsy. If so, stick around. Or if you just want to have a bit of curiosity and look at what I bought, find out what it's worth, then let's have a bit of fun. So I'm going to get started with today's video. We're going to start off with a very large pottery elephant. This one's by Melba Ware of England, so it's English pottery. And we have a very large elephant. Now, it's come in a part of a job lot. I basically have paid £80 for everything in today's video. And £80 is about $110, give or take, something like that. So we got, first of all, we got the large Melba Ware elephant. I think that's worth something like £50 to £60. I have had a look online, bear with. So I came over to Google and I just run a search, large Melba Ware elephant. It came up one here, 54. It came up another there, 65, which is about what I was thinking. Let's go to shopping. So yeah, 54, 65, that's a baby. Another one there. Oh, Chris Scobles. So yeah, I think around £50 a fair price for that one. Next piece I had is quite interesting. Now you can see it's a very large box. It's lacquered, maybe paper mache, or it's all inlaid with mother of pearl. It's got a memorial at the top and some oriental writing. Now you can see the size on it. I have translated the writing and it reads Seoul National University, which is a Korean public university. So really nice box. Lacquered. I think it's a paper mache box, you know. Anyway, nice black lacquered box inlaid with mother of pearl, and I love the just love the look of it. I have no idea on the value because there isn't another one out there. I've looked. But what I'm going to do is aim for something like 75, 95 and see if anyone comes in with an offer. It's a real nice thing, and if you collected medals or something like that, it'd be a lovely thing to store them in. So that's where we're at with that one. Then I had this, which is absolute corker of what it is. Now, I don't buy a lot of these relief molded jugs, but this is a really particularly nice one. I love the colour on it. It's got a Victorian lozenge mark there. Now, it was produced by William Brownfield in 1858. And some of William Brownfield's stuff is in the Victoria and Albert Museum. Nice thing, in very, very good condition. Now, I have done some looking on these again. This was the only thing I could find. Now, this doesn't have the pewter top. But it is the same period. William Brownfield's exact same pattern. It's a slightly darker colour, but the exact same pattern, except mine got the pewter top. They've lost their pewter top, and they're asking 195. So now I have looked online, and there's quite a few people asking 70 to £100 on some of these jugs. Not as nice as this one with the colour. So I was thinking sort of 50, £60 should be a fair price for it. And we'll see what happens. But it's in mint condition. Got its original top. And I've got the maker and the lozenge mark and dated to the exact day. Next I had this, which is another black lacquer box. Although a little worse for wear on the inside, it's peeling it is. It's totally hand painted. So all that's hand painted, and I'll read it out to you what it says on the inside in just a moment. So it's a beautiful scene. And on the inside was an inscription. And the inscription reads, the box is a genuine handcrafted of Palich craftsmen who are the successors in the style and manner of world-famous artistries who painted the ancient Russian icons. The painting on the box is on the motif of the folk fairy tales about fairy bird, a grey wolf, and a happy love. So it's fully hand painted, black lacquer box with a nice bit of history and provenance with it. And it's in good condition apart from obviously the flaking of the red interior, which will affect it, I suppose, but it's still a really, really nice thing. Now, I haven't been able to find another yet, but again, I think that's going to be sort of, with the painting, anything from 50 to 100, so I'm going to have to do some research on it. It's a really, really nice box with the painting, especially if it's a Russian box, so nice thing there. Then I had Italian pottery raku clock, fully stamped up. Now, they are battery movements, and on the back there you can see the rakuclocks.co.uk. I have no idea if it works, but I've already had multiple of these ranging between sort of 25 and 50 pounds comfortably. So there's probably, without even checking it, 30 to 40 pound clock. And as long as it's running, I'll probably put it up 45. Then I had a 1948 Royal Doulton Silks and Ribbons HN 2017 figurine. Now this is the 1948 version, it's not the later version. And I had a look at these online and they were pulling fair money. These, I'd done the search, 1948 Doulton HN 2017. So we got them here, 124, 35, 35, 39.99, 30, 125, 113. So a bit more research needed. It could be that the cheaper ones are later. Royal Doulton figurine, silks and ribbons, HN figurine, 1948 mint condition. No. So it just goes to show. They range from 35 to 124. So even if I went sort of 40 quid online on the website and left her at that, I'm bottom end and it's in perfect condition. Next piece I had was this absolutely beautiful thing. It's a large, it's not a small one. It's turn of the century, maybe a little earlier, 19th century, German bisque porcelain figurine. Now, she would have been part of a pair. She got a number on the back. A lot of times you see a number on the back. She hasn't got a number, but the stuff's undoubtable. Anyway, again, done some research. I could only find one of these online, and she was actually for sale as part of a pair. And here we have them now. Here's the pair of large vintage German bisque porcelain figurines. Look at the price they're asking on that. £325 for the pair. Well, I've got the girl, albeit she hasn't got her spectacles. If she came with spectacles, there may have been an option. Are they painted on? No, they're stuck on. Yeah, she's lost her spectacles. I can see the holes on the side of her head for spectacles. So she's lost her spectacles, but they're asking £325 for a pair. So she's got to be worth sort of 50 to 60 again, comfortably. Now, I'm always buying West German mid-century pottery, and today's no exception. It's still in with the same £80. All this stuff is in for the same £80. Real nice, big vase, jug, whatever you want to call it. It looks like a jug, but I think it's a vase. And it's number 60322. West German stamped down the bottom down there. Now, I can tell you now this is a Schurig. What sells these is patterns and colours and shapes, and that's a pretty good one. The one you try and avoid is the plain, boring, plain brown or beige. They're really hard to move. But if you can get any good shape, pattern, or certainly colours, you're all right. Anyway, I came over to Google and I run a search. Found this one here, £75 available on Etsy, or $75. And I run a search. Where was it? Was there another one here? No, that was the only one I could find then. And that's it there. Hang on, German pottery, but there's another one. No, that's the wrong one. Don't you love it, right? When they show you a picture of what you're looking for, you click on it, and it brings you to something totally different. I love it when it does that, because it's simpler. It's showing the picture of mine, but then it's got German jug mark 28720, which is totally different to what I got. So yeah, that's the only one I could find, which is $75, about £50 again, which is about right for a nice West German pottery vase or jug, whatever you want to call it. I have got tons and tons and tons of stuff ready to photograph and list. None of this is listed yet. So it will all be on antiquesarena.com. But I am a bit behind where we've had the school holidays. I've been out buying, I've been up Tunbridge Wells, I've been everywhere, and I haven't had a chance to do videos or to list. So now the children are back in school, it's time to get back at it. So all this stuff will be listed now over the next day or so, and I got enough stock to make probably half a dozen haul videos for you. Do you have a favorite item? I think mine has to be the Russian box, the Russian hand-painted box. It's absolutely exquisite. Love the detail on it. And I love the story behind it. Yeah. It's a nice bit of painting, isn't it? So that's what I like. Bit of skill gone into that painting. So I like the box. I like the Korean box, but to be honest, there's nothing I don't like. But I think that's my favourite is the Russian box. But if you have a favourite, let me know. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing. And if you like the videos, please share. And one way of saying thank you, if you want to thank me for the videos, is by asking someone else to come and subscribe or by sharing the website. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.